Good morning, bees. This is your proud principal bringing you today's Bees Breaking News. Buenos días, abejitas. Les saluda Mrs. Meneses y estoy súper contenta de traerles los anuncios de hoy. Today, boys and girls, is day 4 in the Discovery Time schedule. Hoy es día 4 en el horario del descubrimiento. And today is Wednesday, October 28th, 2020. Hoy es miércoles 28 de octubre del 2020. All right, abejitas, we have some birthdays today, 2 special birthdays that we're going to be celebrating. One of them is 5th grader Drew Skelton. Happy birthday, Drew. And Juliana Turnabunny in kindergarten. Happy birthday, Juliana. Let's sing them the birthday song. Sing with me, boys and girls. 1, 2, 3. Happy, happy birthday from all of us to you. Feliz, feliz cumpleaños. May all your dreams come true. Hey! All right, I hope you have an amazing birthday, Drew and Juliana, and that your day is filled with love, joy, laughter, and that lots of your birthday wishes come true today. All right, boys and girls, let's go ahead and celebrate our ST Math participants of the day. So in Miss Ruiz's kinder class, we have Kaya Estacio, who completed 31 puzzles last week. Way to go, Kaya. Connor Chang, 63 puzzles last week. Let's see, Grace Rico, 242 puzzles last week. Whoa. Amina Rodriguez, 24 puzzles last week. And Adornoram Orozco, 89 puzzles last week. Way to go, Kinder. And then some 5th graders. I love listening to, hearing that our 5th graders are working hard on ST Math. In Mr. Benavidez' class, Nikolai Ragusa completed 120 puzzles last week. Way to go, Nikolai. Benjamin Slavonic, 96 puzzles last week. Very, very good, Benjamin. And then Georgina Musso in Miss Hernandez's 5th grade class completed 167 puzzles last week. That makes my principal heart so happy. I can't wait to continue seeing more names on this spreadsheet. All right, boys and girls, something that also makes me really excited is a fun event that we have tomorrow. So I want to remind everyone, our PTA has put together a fall Fun for All drive-through event here at Ellison. If you drive by between 5 and 7 p.m. tomorrow, that's after school, a few hours after school, between 5 and 7 p.m. tomorrow, you will get to participate in lots of different fun things. There will be, you'll be able to pick up your spirit gear or purchase some new spirit gear. And our spirit gear are like our PTA shirts, our little antennas, all the different things that you want to buy. That they sell at the PTA store, which you can find online. You just have to Google PTA, Bees PTA. We're gonna have Transylvania treats here. Let's see what else. You're gonna be able to take a photo. There's gonna be a nice background to be able to take a picture, so you can drive by and stop and take a picture for a memory. And there's gonna be music and fun for all, and I know they said there's gonna be candy. And if you're not sure how to sign up for PTA and you want to sign up for PTA, coming tomorrow between 5 and 7 is a perfect time to do that as well. It's only $10 per member. And remember, boys and girls, that if you want to be if you want to participate in the Reflections event that's going on this year, where you submit either an essay or a photo, a video. If you want to participate in that, your parents have to be a PTA member, and that's super easy to do. It only costs $10, but that's part of the application process for that. And I know this year they're having an amazing theme that says I matter because. So if you're going to write a poem or create a video, it's all around that theme. I matter because. And so if you do plan to do that, participate in the PTA Reflections this year, then you definitely want to swing by tomorrow and ensure that your parents are part of PTA so that you can fill out that application and submit your entry to the PTA Reflections, because that is a great, great thing that you can be a part of. We're so excited to see who participates this year from Ellison. All right, boys and girls, now so remember, tomorrow from 5 to 7 here at Ellison, and you can come dressed up in your costumes. Okay, guys, so today the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is our SEL lesson. So today, going with the theme of respect, I want to talk about the golden rule. And I know you've heard about the golden rule, and the golden rule is super simple. It says, treat others the way that you want to be treated. So let me say that again. And everybody say it with me. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. So I want you to kind of think about why it's called the golden rule. Now, when we think about gold, gold has a lot of value, okay? Gold is expensive, right? You don't see gold everywhere. So if it's a golden rule, that means that that rule in life is very valuable. It's very important. It means a lot. Which, if it means a lot and it's very valuable, it's probably not easy to do, you know? Sometimes we say it's easier said than done. In other words, it sounds easy, but it's hard to do. And that is true sometimes. To live life by the golden rule is not always easy. So let's talk about how do we treat others the way we want to be treated? How do we do that? Well, I kind of started thinking about we have to take a step back and think about putting ourselves in the shoes of others, okay? Because we really don't know how others are feeling sometimes. And that's why it's difficult to understand each other. It's difficult to be kind when someone is not being very kind. It's difficult to be respectful when someone seems like they're not being very respectful. But if we stop and take, you know, your reading teachers always say, you know, while you're reading, stop and think, right? Well, I'm going to ask you in life, it's the same thing. We have to stop and think. So when you're in a situation and you're about to respond in a certain way or act a certain way or do a certain thing, before you say something or before you take an action, before you do something, I want you to stop and think. How is this other person feeling? What might be going through that other person's mind? What might they be going through that's making that person do that or say that? And that's called empathy. When you start trying to understand how others might be feeling or where they might be coming from, then that might help you. So I want you to think about it, and I'm going to do something really funny. But I'm going to take off my boot. So this is the boot I'm wearing today. Right? So I want you to look around your classroom and I want you to look and see all the different shoes that everyone is wearing today, right? Think about all the different shoes that everyone is wearing and they all look different. They're all different colors, right? Some are cleaner than others because some of us walked through mud this morning. Some of us walked through rain this morning. And so some of us are wearing boots. Some of us are wearing tennis shoes. Some of us may be wearing sandals. All of our shoes are different. And the shoes, guys, are a symbol for our lives and us as human beings. We're all very different. And when we go home, we're experiencing different things. So when we come to school, we all bring that. I heard the 5th grade teachers teaching the kids about schema yesterday. And that's what we have. We all have different schema. We all go through different things. So in life, in order to be respectful, we have to remember to stop and think, what shoes might that other person be walking in? You know, what was their morning like? So let me give you an example. Let's say that that you see me in the hallway and maybe I didn't even look at you in the eyes. I didn't smile for whatever reason, and I looked upset. Well, if that was you, if you were in the hallway and you looked upset and you looked worried, would you want someone to think, oh, God, that's the worst principal ever. She's always mad. Or would you want someone to think, gosh, I wonder what happened to Miss Meneses this morning. Maybe she's having a bad day. Maybe she doesn't feel very well. Or maybe she's worried about something. Do you see the difference? So if you stop and think about what shoes that other person might be in, then you will better be able to live by the golden rule and treat that person the way that you want to be treated. So this rule applies to so many different things, boys and girls. Like, I'm going to give you another silly example. Well, I talked about recess yesterday and about the cones being outside, right? Every day, and how it gets windy and it rains and people kick the cones and all this stuff. Did you know that there are actually people who try every day to go out there. Coach Conway, for example, I just have to give her a big kudos because she's always worried about the cones and she's always helping me make sure that the cones are being put back where they belong so that you guys can be safe. Well, when you're out there and you're thinking, you know, oh, I'm about to come back into the building, maybe I should stop and think, put myself in the shoes of the person who put those cones out here, who took the time and energy, walked around the whole field to put the cones out here. Let me think how I would feel if that was me. So let me put the cones back. Let me help. Let me be an awesomizer and let me help whoever is working hard to do this. So you see how something so simple might allow you to stop and think about how you might want to be treated in that situation. So the next time someone is having a hard time in your classroom, maybe they're not behaving their best, maybe they're pouting, maybe they're not, they're just not having a great day. How would you want to be treated if you were in that situation? And just think about that. Think about that for your teachers. We as teachers think about that all the time for our students. We always think, okay, you know, so-and-so came into class looking sad today. I wonder what could be going on. Let me make sure I touch base with the student, you know. Let me give him an air hug so that he can feel better. You know, those kinds of things. So treat others the way that you would want to be treated. But in order to do that, we have to stop and think and put ourselves in their shoes. What might they be going through right now? Okay, so I want to invite you to live by the golden rule today and for the rest of your life. And I want you to maybe stop and think and send me a message on Schoology and tell me maybe a time that somebody showed empathy towards you and treated you the way that they wanted to be treated, or maybe a time that you were patient and you were kind and respectful, and a time that you treated someone else the way that you wanted to be treated. Remember, it's always easy to do it when everything's going well. It's when things are tough that it's hard to live by the golden rule, boys and girls. So I invite you to think about that and continue talking about that in your classrooms. I hope you have an amazing day. Remember that we are innovative, we are bold, and we are Ellison. Have a great one. Bye-bye.